Hey guys, welcome back to Film Title. Today we'll talk about the most insane moments on My Feet Are Killing Me. Let's head into it. Number 1. A rare case of Olmsted Syndrome. When it comes to medical reality shows, doctors frequently make a difference in people's lives. Dr. Brad Schaefer, Dr. Ebony Vincent, and Dr. Sarah Haller, the actors of My Feet Are Killing Me, however, do much more. They save lives. There is a lot that the physicians haven't dealt with yet in the show. They've seen it all, from web feet to Proteus syndrome to potentially malignant growths. Dr. Haller, on the other hand, is currently dealing with a once-in-a-lifetime situation. In the most recent season, each of the doctors is seen taking on extremely unusual cases that they have never encountered before. Fans are introduced to Rebecca Rhodes, a 24-year-old from Villarico, Georgia, who attends Dr. Haller's clinic with her mother Karen this week. Rebecca suffers from Olmsted Syndrome, a highly rare genetic disorder. She's only the 8th known case of this disease anywhere on the planet. Rebecca's childhood has been snatched away by this condition, which first appeared when she was 5 years old. It began as painful blisters on her feet soles and progressed to severe calluses. Olmsted Syndrome is a rare congenital disease in which the skin thickens, resulting in growths or calluses. Calluses commonly form on the palms, soles, and even around the mouth. Infections and skin cancer are also a risk for people with Olmsted Syndrome. Dr. Sarah decided that the best course of action in Rebecca's condition was to shave away the calluses as much as she could in the clinic. Rebecca generally has to have it surgically removed. After seeing nerve endings in the calluses in the operating room, Dr. Sarah's objective was to cut it down as much as possible, and with frequent treatments, possibly prevent it from developing any further. Dr. Sarah noted that she has never met another patient like Rebecca and is unlikely to do so in the future, given the rarity of the ailment and the fact that she has only read about it in medical literature. There is currently no cure because the illness is continuously being researched. Dr. Sarah planned to chop off the growth and maybe trick Rebecca's body into not allowing it to grow any further, as there was no immediate treatment for the problem. She was able to gradually whittle away at the calluses, eventually shaving them down to Rebecca's soul. Dr. Sarah agreed to take on the case, allowing Rebecca to see her on a monthly basis for treatment rather than having them surgically removed. Rebecca was grateful for Dr. Sarah's handling of the issue, as surgery takes a physical toll on her and she now has a less invasive option. Number 2. Daniel. Dancer's livelihood can be made or broken by having functional feet. What is dance without footwork after all? It takes years of training for professional dancers to master their craft. However, they pay a high price for it. Web feet, Dr. Brad Schaefer meets with an old patient, Danielle, in the hopes of being able to treat her once more. Danielle, who used to be a ballerina, has severe dancer's foot. Ballet dancers use the point method, in which their feet are extended and carry their entire weight as they move. This technique, as graceful as it appears, has serious long-term consequences, including small fractures, ingrown nails, and severe bunions. Dr. Brad Schaefer shaved off Danielle's enormous bunion, along with her big toe on her left foot. While that was healing nicely, he moved on to her right foot, which was the more serious problem. Danielle had 2 corrective procedures on her right foot in addition to the bunion, which resulted in further difficulties. Her last surgery had implanted an implant in her toe, but it had failed. It had to be taken out. Dr. Brad, on the other hand, now had to repair the damage to her foot, specifically her toe. While the surgery went well, Danielle's concerns arose later when she noticed that the operated toe was darker than the rest of her foot. If that was the case, Dr. Brad immediately pointed out that there was no blood flow. This could be problematic since a lack of blood could cause it to become gangrenous and necessitate amputation. Dr. Brad assessed the situation quickly and advised Danielle on the best course of action. He tried to boost blood flow naturally first, and if that failed, they'd have to return to the operating room. Dr. Brad massaged the leg to increase blood flow before making a small incision at the base of her toe. She was able to relax as blood began to pool, indicating that blood was flowing to the toe. He was grateful to Danielle for being on the lookout, because anything like this could have been fatal if he had ignored it. Danielle's feet were mending nicely after 3 months, and Dr. Brad even gave her permission to dance again, as long as she took tiny steps. This brings us to the end of our video. I hope you enjoyed it. Hit like if you did, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel so that you don't miss any of our videos in the future. Also, watch the 2 videos that are on your screen because I'm sure you'll love them. With that, I'll see you in the next video.